Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to it. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Together, we will enact Surtur's will. Who among you will hold that?
No! Mind the Salagar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Northwest. Asa snapping at his heels. He can't have made it far.
Together, strong, focus, we have this!
Asa chased after Calder like a rabid hound. Though he is no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit? Go, Sunan. These fools dared stand in her path. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught him. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The train. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilt. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. Best not to draw attention here. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
Huh? What's the problem? What's that about?
No! Out! Out! These are similar. We used to restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these Muspels, Ragnarok came early. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar, for Baldur's sake. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young, pure of heart but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will... Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Weak! Oh, frail! What happened? Too much of that pretentious Asgardian. Weak! Oh, frail! What happened, Olfa? Too much of that pretentious Asgardian air. Hey! Is that your best? Come now, hurry! Boy, fight! Suitor will be surprised. I present him with his...
Why is Surtur collecting Hoogers? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
I wonder which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself. I should return to the shelter. Perhaps the dwarves there can aid me in finding a Jotun worthy of the Salakar.
What are you doing here?
A hovel full of weighty dwarves. The burden alone may prove too much for a day's work. Come back another day, life taker!
I'll bring a sturdy ship.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose you a saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutunga. Malviga.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malviga care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Sutinger's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinger wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. well. Suitlinger is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suitlinger didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malviga to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malviga's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. At our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then?
We show you how to use it against Malviga.
It's a deal.
And bring a sturdy ship.
No one wants to hear our saga.
What? But we're giant killers.
Ah, the
Keep
laughing
it down.
is so good.
You know we can't
Thank
see
you,
that.
Gunnar.
My pleasure.
Why not?
We've got a price on our heads, remember?
You're looking for the blacksmith? He's out. Went on an expedition, he said.
Why are you here?
Well, I'm getting tired of all this pretending.
Don't be so brave. You know who.
Or I may never wake again. At any point, our invaders might storm
our
in,
saga die.
hack us to
We
pieces,
get to live.
feed us to the beasts. Can't drink.
Do we always get turned into food?
Here's a terrifying thought.
As is any trouble.
for me.
This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lom. Or whatever they're called. I should find a way in. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. Aid me. Be my eyes. Must be blocked from the other side. This wondrous cup of theirs should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
open. Feeble! It was the dwarves! They sent a fast raven telling us you'd be here. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigor is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigor is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Look me in the eye and meet your fate as a warrior should.
Please. Just make it quick.
She is a worthy foe. I will find Malvigor at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. If the Salaka rejects Malvigor, then it is a false tool, and Sutter pins his hopes on a worthless toy.
Go! Yeah!
This is a place of great power. Here was forged the hammer, to which all other hammers must yield. Broker and Sindri had made two gifts that outshone the works of the sons of Ivaldi. Now they meant to make their masterpiece. Mjolnir, Giant's Bane, a hammer that could level mountains, that never missed its mark when thrown, and always returned to the hand of its owner. A third time they set about the forge. It had to be kept at exactly the right temperature for their work to be perfect. And yet again, Loki visited as a fly. So desperate to make Broker fail, he bit the dwarf's eye harder than any fly had ever bitten before. This time he did not fail. The hammer was flawed. The handle a fraction too short. Yet even so, Sindrian broke her superior. Loki lost his bet, and his head was forfeit. Few would have mourned the death of Loki. But of course, the trickster found a way to go back on his word. A tale for another time, perhaps. What do you see? These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that, but it ended many other things too. There is the dam. But this tempest, it is unnatural. Show me what lies ahead. What trickery is this? So, the traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it. Inflict a fate worse than death on me, or die trying. Vidar tried something similar when he was at home. I assume he learned it from you. Vidar tried something similar when he was at home. I assume he learned it from you. You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery!
Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you, sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hirakin. But I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Vangrin? Yes, that is the place. This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if he's already here.
Salty. Very salty. Utterly useless.
The gemstones that dwarf mentioned. Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir, is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Sutter invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with the Vani had only just ended and I was... wary. Long after, I learned how Sutter devoured the elves' immortal light, Hugr by Hugr. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugrs does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Sutra, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me. Try looking near the largest karst south of here. Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Langren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broka. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need. Perhaps I should take another peek at the Salakar. Damn it. Better not. Do not linger. Go and find me some helpers.
I should look around for any signs leading to the shelter. A double one. Clever. shelter must be nearby. Runic symbol. The shelter must be... Get all the way up here. So this is where they hide. Time to make them talk.
We don't want more trouble.
Looks familiar.
What do you want?
So, the Lord of Asgard arrives. I have several contracts from Reda to choose from, all worth your while. If only everyone was as motivated as you.
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakler.
Which one is Oakler? A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Orgler.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
I'll still find him. I will keep looking.
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Brooke?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brocker when he shows up.
Tell him Harvey of Asgard was here.
Harvey of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
You are...
I'm sure I know you. You shouldn't be here.
Why are you here?
3 times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball!
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Broker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went...
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special mead?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special mead?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
Is that Harvey?
Remind me, why do I find myself in your company?
Be grateful, child. You might learn something.
Child? Fuck off. I'm the same age as you.
And in all that time, consider what I have learned.
Here to lend a hand.
Greetings, dwarf. I am Harvey of the Aesir. You're not one to waste words, friend. I wish there were more like you. Let's talk again soon.
Too much to ask for some decent tools around here.
You wouldn't know decent if it sprouted wings, flew up your arse sideways, and laid a golden egg.
Did anyone follow you?
Nice to see you.
So, why is the great Ivaldi snooping around our old workshop?
Hoping to find it.
I must hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Svartalfheim's finest.
They will attack on sight here.
The sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. Yatna too. I sense that Sindri has been here. I don't believe in locked doors.
What was we? That's what comes when Surtur shags some Jotun whore.
I've gathered enough of these fragments. I wonder what a decent blacksmith can do with them.
another barrel.
Thank you. Much obliged.
Hey!
This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri. And here, a bag of roasted acorns. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. Surely there's some sign of Sindri here. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they are not as light as they look. What do we have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's Hus, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jan's Hus. That is where I should go next. The Muspels aren't making any use of this place. They let it rot.
Stand there. Get it over with. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of it. Put me out of my misery so I don't have to look at your ugly faces any longer.
I'd ask if you have any last words.
You die now!
Get back here! Out of options, Doc! We roll!
Damn flame!
scare?
It's safe now, but maybe not for long.
What are the chances? Saved by the High One! Thank you, truly. I only wish you'd got here sooner. Poor buggers deserved better. You ever find yourself in the Hutta shelter, I would be keen to repay your kindness somehow.
If my path leads me there, then very well.
The giants you just killed answered to another. Mean bastard, I hear. Sounded like you can find them west of Gömulstifla, should you be so inclined.
That's not very specific. But I may take a look, see what can be found.
I could not glean much more than that, sorry. Right then. Back to the shelter for me. Good hunting, High One.
Veil, du ert eigi.
This place reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late.
This place is heavily guarded.
Mikis väl förvärdig att komma anskotas ut.
Rivsimmer!
Don't give us any trouble. Hey! Hello! You ready and die
Leave us be!
I need your eyes, my friend.
I'll activate the portal!
The giants have no mercy. When I face them, I'll show them none.
Come feed the flame! I'll crush your bones!
Ouch!
All is ash for us! Now.
Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. That body over there. I hope it's not who I think it is.
Over here!
I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I could sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. Was this Calder's first victim? And that amulet? The sigil? Sindri, reckless fool, all this was a meat. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Brok.
Hey, what?
Yeah! Dwarven hookahs, even one such as Sindri's, are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Calder sated the Salakar with the hookahs of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
Please let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarves. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker.